Facing fire for serious sexual harassment charges, Union Minister MJ Akbar returned from an official trip to Africa this morning, as has now released a statement. The junior External Affairs Minister is denying all allegations levelled at him and even threatening now to take legal action. Akbar, in his statement, has called these allegations as fabricated and also questioned why the charges were levelled months ahead of the 2019 elections. Akbar also is claiming that these accusations are without evidence and are becoming a viral fever among some sections, and gave a point-to-point rebuttal to charges made against him.
इस वक्त हमारे साथ मौजूद है संदीप जी, आप जो है वकील के तौर पर यहाँ पर पहुँचे थे, क्या बात हुई है?
We have already issued a statement. Kindly refer to that.
नहीं, उसके अलावा जो है अब क्या जो है कानूनी कार्रवाई करेंगे आप लोग?
हाँ जी, बिल्कुल करेंगे।
तो अभी एमजे अकबर साहब ने आप लोगों से कुछ खास बातचीत हुई है, क्या डिस्कस हुआ है?
सर किस चीज़ पे हुआ है?
Thank you. No further comments, sir. हाँ, thank you.
लेकिन लीगल कोर्स ऑफ एक्शन अब आगे डिसाइड किया जाएगा।
Let's get an update from our Foreign Affairs editor, Geeta Mohan. Geeta, you were also telling us about the statement and the choice of words, but what is also the buzz in the Ministry of External Affairs?
Well, the Ministry of External Affairs certainly did not have any particular say, Pooja, when it comes to the decision making of whether if MJ Akbar as the Minister of State for External Affairs should stay or go. Yes, we were speaking to various people, including various diplomats, who were all asking the same question a couple of days ago, whether if a decision will be taken against MJ Akbar or for. But it just seems like right now that the government has gone ahead and is supporting MJ Akbar, given that they left it to MJ Akbar to decide what he wants to do in terms of the statement that needed to be put out. And while we thought that it was going to be a statement where he's going to put forth his own stand as to what really happened, according to him, what the flow of events really were, and whether if the allegations that have been leveled against him, whether there was any truth to it, that he will want to clear his name. But he's gone a step further. Rather than just continuing with the clearing of his name, look at the charges that we're looking at. He says the allegations of misconduct made are against me are false and fabricated, spiced up by innuendo and malice. That's the first sentence of his statement, and that really put the tone and tenor of what the statement is going to look at. Accusations without evidence has become a viral fever among some sections. Whatever be the case, now that they have come out and now that I have returned, my lawyers will look into these wild and baseless allegations in order to decide how to take things forward and our future course of legal action. Why has the storm risen a few months before a general election? That's a very pertinent question, according to him, given the timing is what he's questioning, not the fact that it's a Me Too campaign that had started, and in that Me Too campaign, without deciding what the time of that campaign has to be, women started coming out. Is there an agenda? You be the judge. These false, baseless and wild allegations have caused irreparable damage to him, is what he was saying in that entire statement, that this is causing irreparable damage to his image, and that there needs to be some kind of action that needs to be taken, which is what he said, that his reputation, that there has been irreparable damage to his reputation and goodwill, and this has been deeply depressing for him. Lies do not have legs, but they do contain poison. A very significant statement, a hard-hitting statement coming in from the junior minister, which can be whipped up into a frenzy. I will be taking appropriate legal action, is what he said in his statement. He goes on to mention all those victims, at least some of them, naming them and saying, breaking it down as to why he does not, and the world should not believe him believe him to be a sexual harasser. Priya Ramani began began this campaign a year ago with a magazine article. She did not, however, name me as she knew it was an incorrect story. He also goes on further to talk about the incident itself. When asked recently why she had not named me, she replied in a tweet, never named him because he didn't do anything. There are two cases that he mentions, one Priya Ramani, the other is Shuma Raha, where both the individuals had said that he did not lay a hand on them. And if I didn't do anything, where and what is the story? There's no story, but a sea of innuendo, speculation and abusive diatribe has been built around around something that never happened. Some are totally unsubstantiated hearsay. Others confirm on the record that I didn't do anything. So two cases that I'm talking about, Priya Ramani's and Shuma Raha's cases, those are the two cases on the basis of which he's saying he didn't do anything, because these two women did certainly come out and say that there was sexual harassment in terms of what he said, the lewd comments that he passed, but he didn't really do anything to them. Shutapa Paul states, the man never laid a hand on me. Shuma Raha says, I must clarify, however, that he didn't actually do anything. These are the women that he's cited in his entire statement, not speaking of the others who spoke about him having forced himself on those girls, forcefully kissed them. How is he going to explain those cases is something that we'll have to wait and see, given that now he says he's going to take legal action against all of them. One woman, Anju Bharti, went to the absurd extent of claiming, I was partying in a swimming pool. I do not know how to swim. Now, these are little things where you can question the basis of facts, because not all swimming pools are deep side pools. They're shallow pools as well. He will have to again answer those questions. Another accusation was made repeatedly by Miss Ghazala Wahab in an effort to damage my reputation. She claimed that she had been molested in the office 21 years ago. This is 16 years before I entered public life, and when I was in media, the only office where I worked with Ghazala Wahab was that of the Asian Age. A part of the editorial team then worked out of a small hall. At the time concerned, I had a very tiny cubicle patched together by plywood and glass. Others had tables and chairs 2 feet away. He's trying to explain the entire situation going on and saying it is utterly bizarre to believe that anything could have really happened in that tiny space, and moreover that no one else in the vicinity would come to know in the midst of a working day, questioning what were the others doing, where are the other witnesses to the entire incident that took place. These allegations, he further says, are false, motivated and baseless. Ms. Wahab states that she complained to Ms. Veenu Sandal, who wrote features for the paper, but further goes on to say that Ms. Sandal has described Ms. Wahab's version as nonsense in an interview to the Indian Express. Ms. Sandal has also gone ahead and said that she has never heard in 20 years anybody accusing me of any such thing. It is pertinent to remember that both Ms. Ramani and Ms. Wahab kept working with me even after these alleged incidents. This clearly establishes that they had no apprehension and discomfort. And when he explains apprehension and discomfort over here, he says the reason why they remained silent for decades is very apparent. As Ms. Ramani has herself stated, I never did anything. He goes on and on in his entire statement, mentioning Shutapa Paul, Shuma Raha and Priya Ramani. This is the reason why no one went to the authorities for so long, because I had done nothing. Why has the storm risen a few months before elections, before a general election? Is there an agenda? You be the judge. These false, baseless and wild allegations have caused irreparable damage to my reputation and goodwill. Lies do not have legs, but they do contain poison which can be whipped into a frenzy, going ahead and saying that it's because of these reasons he is going to seek legal resort. This is deeply distressing. As indicated above, I will be taking appropriate legal action. So he has not only gone ahead and completely called all these victims who've come out in an act of bravery, has called them liars, but also has gone ahead and said that he indeed will be taking legal action against those who have leveled allegations against him.
Geeta, thank you so much for that elaborate analysis of MJ Akbar's full statement. Of course, he has a right to give his side of perspective. But, you know, one can't help but notice that the government hasn't even put forth an investigation to at least start the counter-examination of all these versions. Let's just listen into some political reactions that are also coming in from the opposition parties which are slamming the Modi government.
निष्पक्ष इंक्वायरी तभी मुमकिन है जब ये अपने पद से हट जाएं। ये तो उनको भी पता है कि बेसिक प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ नेचुरल जस्टिस के तहत अगर एक व्यक्ति बहुत ऊंचे पद पर मंत्री बन के बैठा है तो इंक्वायरी नहीं हो पाएगी। बेटी बचाओ अगर सही मानों में इस देश में एक नीति बनती है तो ऐसी सूरत में इन तमाम महिलाओं, जो 12-15 महिलाओं ने कहा, और भी अगर कोई महिलाएं हो तो इन सब से कहा जाए कि वो किसी फीमेल DIG या फीमेल SP या फीमेल कमिश्नर इनसे जांच लें। मुझे लगता है कि बीजेपी ने अगर इनकी बचाव की एक साजिश रची है तो इसकी भारी कीमत बीजेपी को अदा करनी पड़ेगी।
Well, the government has not sacked MJ Akbar. BJP national president has become the new lawyer of MJ Akbar. So I do not expect anything from BJP. I think people must mount pressure so that a morally bankrupt man who has committed grave injustice to women when he was in position of smaller power should not exist in positions of much more power and should not represent India. BJP has lost the opportunity to show that they can stand with women of India.
Well, all I can say is that, this government, Mr. MJ Akbar, Mr. Narendra Modi, Mr. Amit Shah, are insulting the women of India. If Mr. MJ Akbar believes that all the women who have gone and given graphic details, they have expressed virtually on a minute-to-minute basis what transpired when Mr. Akbar allegedly, kind of made those sexual attempts on them. If he believes that they are putting their own personal name out in the public domain because they are just looking after or craving for cheap publicity, I think that there cannot be anything more shocking, repugnant and shameful that I have heard in a long, long time.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.